Chapter 51 of the Cloud of Unknowing by Anonymous, translated by Evelyn UNDERHILL. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Here beginneth the 51st chapter. That men should have great wariness, so that they understand not bodily a thing that is meant ghostly. And specially it is good to be wary in understanding of this word in, and of this word up. And therefore lean meekly to this blind stirring of love in thine heart. I mean not in thy bodily heart, but in thy ghostly heart, the which is thy will. And be well wary that thou conceive not bodily that is said ghostly. For truly I tell thee, that bodily and fleshly conceits of them that have curious and imaginative wits be cause of much error. Ensample of this mayest thou see by that I bid thee hide thy desire from God in that in thee is. For peradventure, an I had bidden thee show thy desire unto God, thou shouldest have conceived it more bodily than thou dost now, when I bid thee hide it. For thou wottest well that all that thing that is wilfully hidden, it is cast into the deepness of spirit. And thus methinketh that it needeth greatly to have much wariness in understanding of words that be spoken to ghostly intent, so that thou conceive them not bodily, but ghostly, as they be meant. And specially it is good to be wary with this word in, and this word up. For in misconceiving of these two words hangeth much error, and much deceit in them that purpose them to be ghostly workers, as methinketh. Somewhat wot I by the proof, and somewhat by hearsay. And of these deceits list me tell thee a little, as methinketh. A young disciple in God's school, new turned from the world, the same weeneth that for a little time that he hath given him to penance and to prayer, taken by counsel in confession, that he be therefore able to take upon him ghostly working, of the which he heareth men speak or read about him, or peradventure readeth himself. And therefore when they read or hear spoken of ghostly working, and specially of this word, how a man shall draw all his wit within himself, or how he shall climb above himself, as fast for blindness in soul, and for fleshliness, and curiosity of natural wit, they misunderstand these words, and ween, because they find in them a natural covetise to hide things, that they be therefore called to that work by grace. Insomuch that if counsel will not accord that they shall work in this work, as soon they feel a manner of grumbling against their counsel, and think, yea, and peradventure say to other such as they be, that they can find no man that can wit what they mean fully. And therefore as fast, for boldness and presumption of their curious wit, they leave meek prayer and penance over soon, and set them, they ween, to a full ghostly work within in their soul. The which work, an it be truly conceived, is neither bodily working nor ghostly working, and, shortly to say, it is a working against nature, and the devil is the chief worker thereof. And it is the readiest way to death of body and of soul, for it is madness and no wisdom, and leadeth a man even to madness. And yet they ween not thus, for they purpose them in this work to think on naught but on God. End of the 51st chapter.